All right, guys, we're going to get started shortly on the show. Good show lined up for you on a glorious Thursday across Central Virginia. Looking forward to connecting with you guys on the I Love CVille show. We're going to start in a matter of moments on the program. A lot we're going to cover. We're going to talk about the code building on the downtown mall. What is the impact the code building on the downtown mall is going to have on not only downtown Charlottesville, not only Charlottesville in totality, but Central Virginia. We'll talk about that on the show. We'll compare and contrast the code building to Dairy Market. Which new development project will have the greater impact on Central Virginia, Dairy Market or the code building? That topic on the I Love CVille show. We will talk new businesses opening in Charlottesville and around town. We have a new skateboard shop on the horizon. We have 8 new pickleball courts coming to a club in Albemarle County. We will analyze COVID-19 and how COVID-19 has boomed certain sports and caused them to really gain in momentum and popularity. That topic on today's program. A lot we're going to cover. Give the show a like and a share. Kelly Jackson is going to be in studio. We also will analyze the very tough question, the challenging topic of the best ranch dressing around Charlottesville. Where can you find the best ranch dressing around Charlottesville, Virginia? I'm going to surprise you with some answers today on the I Love CVille show. We have a lot we got to cover on a fantastic program. Live on every social media platform possible. Give the show a like and a share right now. Give it a like, give it a share. Kelly Jackson in studio means Kelly's Corner. Anything goes with that wild and crazy lady who's a fantastic friend of this program. We love KJ. Judah Wickhauer's the director. Judah, I can rock and roll in about 5 seconds, my friend. Good Thursday afternoon, guys. My name is Jerry Miller. Welcome to the I Love CVille show. Thank you for joining us. We are live in Charlottesville, across Albemarle County, Central Virginia, the Commonwealth, the country, and the world, on the I Love CVille network. Today's show, a damn good one, if I do say so myself. We'll talk new businesses opening in the Charlottesville area, including a skateboard shop. COVID-19 and this pandemic has put tailwinds behind certain sports. We will analyze what those sports are. Hint, 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 skateboarding is off the chain right now in popularity. If you are on 250, if you're on the bypass and you're driving by the skate park at just about any time of day, you see the skate park is crammed with skaters, kids, people, men, women of all ages enjoying the sport. We'll analyze COVID-19 and how it has influenced certain sports. And just like the business world, just like the mental health world, it has put tailwinds behind certain sports and headwinds in front of others. We'll talk about that on the show. We'll also talk the impact of the code building on the downtown mall and compare and contrast the code building to Dairy Market. 8 new pickleball courts are coming to a location on Ivy Road. That story for you on the I Love CVille show. How about this very important topic? Where is the best ranch dressing around Charlottesville and in Central Virginia? Yes, I said ranch dressing. We may surprise you with some of our topics or some of our choices and suggestions. Kelly Jackson is in studio. That means Kelly's Corner. She's going to join us in about 11 minutes on the program for Kelly's Corner. Anything goes.
I'm going to help myself to a drink.
with Kelly Jackson. Help yourself over there. That's why we have the bar for friends like you. She is in studio right now, and she's looking to wet the whistle. One of the many commonalities we have, KJ and I. All right, the first topic I want to discuss on the show today is recovery indicators. And, you know, there are recovery indicators at the national or the macro level. I'm going to be more focused on recovery indicators, signs of economic recovery at the local level. Let's go over quickly the recovery indicators at the national level. Let's talk theme parks. With theme parks reopening, you can see the road to recovery is happening. Let's talk airlines. Business travel is picking up. Frankly speaking, airlines are picking up across the board. I was reading a story in Richmond BizSense this morning, richmondbizsense.com, that was quoting the Marketing and Air Service Development Director of the Capital Region Airport Commission, which owns and operates Richmond International Airport. And frankly, the travel numbers at RIC are upticking. I think unemployment at the macro level is another way to judge the economic recovery. New York City is reopening, I think, June 1? July 1, New York City is going to reopen. That's another one at the macro level, seeing what these big, densely populated cities are doing and when they open. Let's talk road or indicators to recovery, road to recovery at the local level. Folks, it's a little different. There's some that are similar, but there's some that are very different at the local level. For example, at the macro level, we're following unemployment numbers. And we're watching the unemployment number with fingers crossed, hopefully at the macro level going down closer and closer to zero. At the local level, it's quite different. You have small business owners across Charlottesville and Central Virginia chomping at the bit, asking, begging, pleading for help to fill open jobs. At the local level, different than the national level, one of the indicators to economic recovery is whether these jobs start to get filled or not. Very different than national. Wedding, tourists, and music all in one lump sum from a local standpoint. When are we going to start having these 250 to 300 person, 400 person weddings again? When can the weddings inside be epic again? When can we have folks from all over the globe flying, driving, taking a ship, whatever the hell it is, to Central Virginia, which is the second largest wedding capital on the East Coast behind Charleston? When are the weddings going to be full tilt again at the local level? That's undoubtedly an indicator of economic recovery. The music scene. When is the Sprint Pavilion going to have Fridays After 5? When is the Sprint Pavilion going to have a fantastic show on a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday night? When is a tiny or intimate venue like the Southern going to be able to be filled at capacity? The Jefferson, the Paramount. These are indicators of economic recovery at the local level. Music venues and when they can be utilized at full tilt and full force. And lastly, at the local level, when are we going to start seeing some of my favorite people that I like to see around Charlottesville and Central Virginia? And no, those favorite people, they're not Judah Wickhauer. They're not Kelly Jackson. They're not this very handsome gentleman in the black polo shirt and the khaki shorts that came in with Kelly. Not him either. It's not Dave Matthews. Not my favorite people to see around town. Not Chris Long. Not Corin Capshaw. Not Mayor Nikiah Walker. Not Mayor Nikiah Walker. Imagine that, Kelly Jackson. Some of my favorite people to see around town are tourists. They come to our community with their wallets and purses open. They're eager to spend their hard-earned dollars, and then they freaking leave. They don't tax our roads. They don't tax our schools. All they do is spend nights in hotel rooms, shop, and dine at fantastic restaurants like Panera Bread, conveniently located all over Central Virginia. They spend their money at music venues, and they just have a good time, but they leave. When are we going to start seeing the tourists return on the downtown mall in Midtown on the UVA corner? You're starting to see them come back Folks looking around, looking for the visitor center. Where's the visitor center? Well, the visitor center is right there in the bus station, right next to the two hobos that are drunk outside, sleeping next to the front door of the visitor station. You're probably going to talk to a $12, maybe a $10 an hour employee who's also managing the bus routes, and he or she may be sharing visitor perspective for you on what to do in Charlottesville. I want to see more of that because I know the economic recovery is happening. The next thing I want to talk about here, and we're about 4.5 minutes away from Kelly Jackson, we have some new news about a new business coming to Charlottesville to relay to you here in moments. 8 new pickleball courts being built. Those courts should debut June, July, maybe early August of this year on Ivy Road. I want to talk about the Code building first and the impact it'll have on the downtown mall. If you know Joffrey Woodruff, Joffrey Woodruff spares no expense. The man is rich. I think that's safe to say. The man is filthy rich. He donates $125 million to the University of Virginia to create a data science school, which is a farm system for his hedge fund and his portfolio of businesses. Brilliant move. He donates $12 or $13 million to UVA and the Boar's Head to build a global squash center that literally attracts global squash competition and tournaments to Charlottesville and Albemarle County. This guy, when he wants to spend money, he drops ducats, okay? And he's doing the ice park. And he's changing the ice park from a skating facility to an epicenter for business, for entrepreneurship, and for innovation. Yes, he's going to portfolio or house a lot of the businesses he's invested in within the Code building. Yes, he's doing that. But it's also, even more importantly, going to be an epicenter for economic activity in downtown Charlottesville. When this building comes on market and is finished later this year, there will be a sense of rejuvenation. There will be a sense of what could come from this. Excitement, novelty that will be percolating or emanating around the downtown mall. And I'm going to tell you, downtown Charlottesville with the 20 to 25% vacancy rate needs some positivity percolating the streets of Charlottesville, Virginia. So I'm going to ask Kelly this question, and I'm giving her a tip because she's 2 minutes away and she's sitting to my left, to your right on screen. The Code building or Dairy Market, what will have a greater impact on Charlottesville? I'm still going to say Dairy Market and Dairy Central will have, or as we reflect, will have the greatest impact, I'd say, over the last 10 or 15 years for new development in the city of Charlottesville. You got apartments, you got major employers, you got a food hall, you got a beer hall, you got live music, you got a converted building that was underachieving, and now it literally is one of the Tony super cool places to go. I say Dairy Market has more of an impact on Charlottesville, but the Code building still an incredibly positive impact. 60 seconds from Kelly Jackson, 2 items out of the news that I want to get to, and I'm going to ask her where the best ranch dressing in Charlottesville, Virginia is, Kelly. That's going to be the toughest question. And no, you cannot say your house or Panera Bread. Before I get to KJ, there's a new skateboard shop coming to the downtown mall. It's coming to the pavilion side of the mall. A couple doors down from Bagby's. Skateboarding is booming in popularity because it's an outside sport, and when you're skateboarding, you're generally 6-7 feet away from people. It's COVID made. It's made for COVID. Pickleball is another sport that's booming in popularity. I heard today from the Greencroft Club, their general manager, they reached out to me. They'd like for me to do a tour of their facility. This summer, 8 new pickleball courts coming to the Greencroft Club, and the Greencroft Club is trying to be the epicenter of pickleball in Central Virginia. More on those topics after Kelly's Corner. First, we got to welcome the co-star of Women Changing Our World to the set. How are you?
I'm so good. How are you?
I'm doing well. So did you go out for lunch beforehand?
We did.
Where did
I
you
brought
go?
Adam's brother, who's in town, He's been staying with us for a few days, so
Fantastic.
we took him to the Burger Bar.
In the luxury treehouse?
No, we're letting him stay in the main house for now.
Okay, all right. So you're allowed to stay in the manor for now.
For today.
You don't have to go glamping in the treehouse.
No, not yet.
Is the treehouse finished?
No, not yet. It's
not?
getting there.
Okay.
I'll bring pictures on Monday.
Please, I cannot wait. They're building a luxurious treehouse. Really, I think it's a getaway from Adam for Adam when his 3 girls are driving him crazy.
Yes.
He can go to the woods and drink some bourbon.
That's exactly what
Is that what's happening?
Listen, he's going to try to get in trouble, so
Okay.
I tell him to leave.
Yeah.
So he can go there.
Because this is no ordinary treehouse. This is like the glamping of treehouses, right?
Yeah. It has
Is it?
TV, Wi-Fi, heating and air.
He's got TV there.
Yeah.
He's got Wi-Fi there.
Yeah,
He's got
fridge.
HVAC in there.
Yeah, he has
All
a
right.
generator.
All right.
Like a big generator house.
I mean, I might be crashing over in the
Anytime.
south side of Charlottesville.
Anytime Mrs.
at the
Miller kicks
Jackson.
you out, you're
That
welcome.
happens quite often. That happens quite often. All right, so where are we going to go? I'm adapting to you today.
Okay. Well, I wanted to hit on something you said, especially about employment. If anybody is looking for a job,
Yeah.
I am hiring at every single location, desperately hiring.
And you have 16?
16 locations.
16. So this is a common theme for everyone.
I need like 20 employees per location,
You need 20 employees per location.
at least.
So you're talking 320 openings.
Yes. Come
That's
in.
a hell of a lot.
Come in.
What the hell is going on?
Well, we're hearing from people.
Because
that-
you don't hold back. That's one of the things we like about
No.
you. I think
And I've already
Adam,
met a Bloody Mary at lunch,
yeah,
so
Adam
now we're-
and Rick and Rosemary might be like, "What's going on?" Okay, what the hell is going on?
People are making more on unemployment and their stimulus checks than we could pay them. End of story. And I was talking to Chris, who's the manager at Wegmans.
Uh-huh.
Their starting hourly rate is $15 an hour. And they can't even hire anybody. Listen,
So
I don't
Wegmans
know.
5th Street Station is underemployed as well.
Oh, about half.
Get out.
No, that's the truth. I
So-
only speak the truth to you.
I know
today.
you do. That's why we love having you here. That's why I said I'm adapting to you. So does that mean the current workforce they have is getting like time and a half and overtime?
Yeah,
Wow. That's some serious additional labor.
right. So listen, if you need a job, come to me first, and if you need a second job, go to Wegmans.
There you go. There you go. How many total employees would you say your 16 locations have?
Oh, I don't know.
And
Well, I mean,
on
now,
full tilt, not now, full tilt.
full tilt, I would say, I don't know, 1,500 probably.
Okay, so you guys have a humongous workforce. So 1,500.
I mean, but that includes also like people in an office, like
Yeah,
accountants.
the
like,
whole supply chain.
whole supply chain.
Yeah, of your family business.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a lot.
I mean, it's a lot, but we need more.
Okay.
So we're like half now.
Indicators to economic recovery. Someone who has 1,500 team members
Yeah.
tied to their decision making. This would be a great question for you. How close are we to being fully recovered?
I think close.
You think so?
I mean, our sales last week compared to 2019 are up.
Shut the front door.
I think it's, well, listen, I think it's
If
for two
there
reasons.
wasn't COVID, I would give you a hug right now.
I know, right?
That's amazing.
So it's good. So I mean,
Seriously.
we had a really great week.
So okay, I need to repeat that stat. Is that across the board for the entire family business?
In the last week. When we compared last week's numbers to 2019, the same week, we were up.
That's a serious economic indicator for recovery right there. That's
Yeah.
congratulations.
No, but I think also it plays two things. One is Panera's delicious, of course.
Yeah,
But
conveniently located, priced fairly, and oh, so delicious.
delicious
Yeah,
all the time.
Yeah.
No, but I think the lack of fast casual options that have enough seating,
Yeah.
I think is helping us because
Okay.
we have our outdoor patios.
Okay.
Right?
And you're saying most fast casual does not have outside seating.
Well, it doesn't have outside seating, and they don't have a big of a footprint as we do. So
Okay.
our dining rooms are bigger, so therefore we can have more people inside and sit down.
Interesting, because at one point the discussion and the prediction was that fast casual would be going to a much smaller footprint.
Right. And
so
which we're going to do.
the residual of having the big footprint
Right.
is causing positive for your business.
That's what it seems to be.
Get out of town.
I mean, I don't have a crystal ball, right?
Sure.
But, I mean, Yes. And
So does that influence you from going to a smaller footprint moving forward?
I don't know. Because I didn't think that was going to happen.
Right.
So I haven't really had time to like talk to Adam and Rick and all the,
Sure,
players
all the players, yeah.
To see like, what does that mean? I don't know.
So you're seeing at your 16 locations, guys, this is a great barometer of recovery. You're seeing at your 16 locations that people are unafraid to come inside or just only be outside?
No, people are inside.
Full, how much can you be
50%.
inside? Okay, and you're at 50% inside?
Yep.
Dang, if it was 100%, do you think
I
you
think
would
we'd be full.
Really?
I do. I think the weather's nice. I think people are vaccinated. And frankly, people are over it. Like, people are over it. Right?
I think.
And the
know.
weather is good, and we've been stuck inside for a year, and it was cold, and it was crappy weather. Like, people are like, I'll get the shot. Now I can go out.
Are people like, so it seems like you have a couple kinds of customers at Panera. Is it like the customer that posts up with their laptop and stays for hours?
For sure. We have
Right
those.
now?
Right now.
Get out.
We do. We do, which is great.
That is great. I'm surprised.
Right, and like we were on the downtown mall eating. I love the downtown mall.
Yeah, you went to Citizen Burger?
Citizen Burger.
Okay, Citizen Burger Bar.
I had a grilled cheese. Aaron had a delicious burger. We had some fried pickles that were out of this world.
Okay, you had a Bloody Mary?
I had a Bloody Mary. He had a beer. What'd you have?
Blue Mountain Lager.
Oh, very nice.
Lager.
Okay.
And we came a little early for lunch because I wanted to be here.
Sure. Thank you for coming in.
Sure. I was like,
seriously, it's more fun, right?
It is so much more fun.
Yeah, it's so much more fun.
Next time I'll bring margs or
Oh,
something.
please.
Right?
I will drink.
Yeah.
You know I will.
Yes. And it wasn't very crowded, but by the time we left, there were a lot of people on the mall for a Thursday. I think it's picking up. What do you think?
I think so too. We talked about this, and when you're walking on the mall, you're fully vaccinated.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm wearing a mask.
Okay, so what's the protocol?
Well, I think the protocol is now you don't have to.
Because you're outside. Do you wear a mask while on the mall, walking? I understand when you walk in a restaurant, you have your mask.
Right.
When you walk to the table, you have a mask.
Right.
When you go from the table to the bathroom, no problem, wear a mask.
Right.
When the waitress or waiter is coming to you, you can put your mask back on because they're there and you're just being cordial.
Sure.
Yeah, respectful. But when you're walking on the bricks of the mall.
I don't know. Well, I wore it, first of all, because
Did you wear it? While walking on the mall? Okay.
Well, I wear it because, I'm like a germ.
Yeah. You're a germaphobe.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, she's a germaphobe. Yeah.
I'm like, forget it.
Right.
I'm going to wear it.
Yeah.
But also, I was afraid of how people were going to look at me if I didn't have one on.
To put it in perspective, she does a show on the I Love CVille network with Jamie Schwartz called Women Changing Our World.
Yeah.
And for a large period of time, the only time you left your house during COVID
For a year.
was to sit in this chair that I'm in
And then I made poor Judah wear a mask.
and host a show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Made is an understatement. Made is an understatement.
Judah was a good team player. Thank you, Judah.
Judas over 9 years, he goes, okay, I will do it.
He did
Okay.
it.
I know
And
he
you
did.
didn't complain once,
I know, he
Judah.
did. So you're walking downtown on the mall and you feel that the moral code is to wear a mask.
Yeah.
You think so?
Well, and like I want people to like me. Like
Okay.
I don't want people to like give me dirty looks like walking around, frankly, either. And listen, the COVID stuff is changing every second of every day. I don't know what's true. I don't know what's not true. I don't know how effective the vaccines are because the numbers keep changing. They keep changing the rules on the masks. So I'm just going to wear it until they say no one ever has to wear a mask.
Okay, so what do you
right?
guys do at Panera? If someone comes in and they do not have it on,
We ask them nicely to put
does
it
the
on.
store manager?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a tough spot.
I mean, kind of, but we're lucky because where we live in Charlotte, I'm talking only Charlottesville
Yeah,
stores.
Charlottesville's very pro-mask.
They're pro-mask.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you go out to like Lynchburg.
Southwestern Virginia, not so much.
No.
Right?
People are not happy about
Because do you
wearing
have
masks.
Roanoke Valley location?
We have Roanoke.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you start
Christiansburg,
seeing the commitment to the mask kind of meander
There was
off.
never a commitment to the
Right.
mask down there.
Right.
Like,
Was there not?
No. Do you know what? They have so many vaccines down there, they can't even pay people to get them.
No. Right?
I don't know. I think the people that really wanted the vaccine have gotten it.
Yeah.
Like they were like the hunters, like I was.
Sure.
Like up at 3:00 in the morning, like
You were
looking at-
aggressive.
I
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
Right.
And you found it for friends.
Yeah, probably like 40 friends.
Yeah, she was the source. She was the source of the source.
I tried.
Seriously, it was impressive.
Yeah. But a little birdie told me that the vaccine for 12 and up is going to be approved in the next 2 weeks.
Really? For your girls?
Yeah,
well
one
one of
them.
your girls.
Yeah.
When is my kid's 3? When does a 3-year-old? Because
They said by the end of the year.
Because I feel comfortable with where I'm at. I have the Johnson & Johnson.
That's
I
what
got
I
one
did.
shot. Okay,
Yeah.
I feel comfortable. I felt probably more confident even before the vaccine than most.
You were.
Yes.
Yeah.
My beautiful better half,
She was not
very
having you.
different perspective. And she's also been fully vaccinated. She got a double shot Pfizer, I believe. Is it Pfizer? It was either Pfizer or Moderna. She had a 2-shot. Long story short, our little boy who's 3 does not have it. And that still gives her, like probably you,
Right.
cause for concern.
Yeah, but so I've kind of loosened the family rules.
Really?
I mean, I know that's a
Because
shock,
the
right?
house was run like a jail warden
For sure.
during
it
COVID.
was. Oh, yes.
Right?
I was like at the beginning of COVID, I was the crazy person that was staging groceries outside in the garage, wiping them down and not bringing them in the house for 3 days.
Can I, and if this is an unfair question, say I'm not going to answer this.
Okay. I'll answer anything.
Your oldest got into some trouble and had to quarantine
Yeah.
for like a week.
For sure, she did.
Can you relay that story? If
Yeah,
that's okay.
So I said, okay. We were like 6 months in.
Okay.
She's a teenager.
Okay. So this is summer or post-summer of last year?
No, it was like summer.
Okay.
I think like summer. She said she really wanted to go to her good friend's birthday party.
Okay.
The mother said it's going to be outside.
Okay.
I went over her rules, just
Okay.
for her, like not everybody else's, right? She had to keep her mask on. She had to stay 6 feet apart from her friends. Like, don't go inside unless you have to use the restroom, right?
Okay.
I come to pick her up. She was with her friends, hugging them, no mask. Well, you broke the rules. Now you don't get to do that anymore, and now you got to stay in your room for a week.
You made her stay in the room for a week.
Yeah.
That is tough.
Well, listen,
I know. It's for the betterment of the family.
right?
It's-
I mean,
yeah.
I don't know what to tell
You're
you.
only as strong as your weakest link.
And she was the weak
Even
link.
if the weak link is your oldest daughter.
Right.
Gosh, Kelly Jackson. I like it. But that is an indicator that you were tough.
I was tough, yeah. I mean, I don't want to get sick and die.
No.
I don't want my parents, more specifically.
Well, and you have
And I have an immune-compromised kid.
Right.
So, like, that's an issue.
So how did you loosen the reins?
So now I'm letting my kids get together and even have other kids spend the night
At your house?
at my house.
Okay.
If both of their parents are fully vaccinated.
Okay. So you are using proof, you're using the vaccine passport
Yes, to a passport to my house.
to green light spend the nighters
Yes.
with 13-year-old girls
Yes.
at your house.
Yes.
Okay.
Poor Aaron,
Okay.
he had to drive all the way from Texas because I wouldn't let him get on a plane, and he quarantined for 2 weeks before driving down.
So he quarantined. This is your brother-in-law who's in studio,
Yeah.
right over my shoulder here. Quarantined for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Before driving from Texas to Charlottesville.
Yeah, because he's not vaccinated.
Dude, he's a hell of a brother-in-law.
I know, right?
Yeah, this guy
He's
is
a good
great.
one.
Yeah, you're a good brother-in-law right there.
Yeah.
Did he consider saying, no way, I'm not going to do that? Or how did you prove that?
I trust him.
Okay, yeah.
I mean,
he's a
he's stand-up guy.
Yeah, he looks
he's
like
the oldest of the family.
Yeah, he looks like a trustworthy guy.
Yeah. Yeah, and he took me to Germany on a beer tour for 10 days, so that counts for something.
This Kelly's Corner right here. What did you think about the dairy market code building comparison? And what do you think of both projects?
I think
by the
both projects were great.
way? Yeah.
I think they offer two different things. I think that you're comparing apples to oranges. Just because the dairy market is like a destination.
Okay.
Right? Like I might go there on a date night
Yeah.
or meet my girlfriends there
Okay.
for dinner, cocktails, whatever. But the code building is more of a think tank.
Yeah.
That's employment.
Yeah.
So I think, you know what I mean? You're kind of comparing an entertainment venue to like a office venue.
That's good points. The code building is a place of employment. Dairy Market, Dairy Central also has a place of employment.
Oh, okay.
Code building has pop-up restaurants and some retail and a place for some live music. But I do see your point that Dairy Market is more experiential retail.
Right.
Omni-experiential retail is the in vogue phrase now, where code is more work-centric.
That's what, yeah.
How
One's more entertainment, one's more business, I feel.
That's fair. When you were walking the mall, what was going through your brain?
I was happy.
Yeah.
I was
Did you
happy
saw
to
the
be out.
buzz?
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
people out, people were eating. Like it looked like some out-of-towners were walking, which like gave me hope.
Were you at Citizen Burger Bar inside or on the patio?
Inside.
Inside. Get out of town.
listen, I've really-
You wild and crazy kid, you.
Who knows where the day's gonna take me, Jerry?
Eating. So, can you and your man have a dinner date inside
Yeah.
Tavola at the
Sure.
Shichetti bar?
Yes.
Because last time we had you on, you said not so fast, my friend.
No, but now I feel better. I mean, I've done my research.
Over 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because now I know my vaccine's fully kicked in, and I think the majority of people in Charlottesville are vaccinated.
Think.
I do.
Well, you follow the numbers. Is that true? Is that
I think, yeah.
the
I mean,
majority?
I would think in Charlottesville, I would think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, certainly in this room.
Right. And but I don't know. I think so because you can still get vaccine appointments. They're available in Charlottesville.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. You don't think that? Do you know anybody who's? I don't know anybody who's not
Are
vaccinated.
those numbers? You follow this closer than I do. Are those numbers released by the health district?
I think I don't know.
Vaccinated people.
I know the number of vaccinations they've given.
Okay.
I mean, like you could. That's public.
Yeah, that's
so.
public.
Then you can take that.
So you
compared
can extrapolate from there.
To, but
Yeah.
then you have people driving in from wherever.
Yeah.
Judah, did you get yours yet? Judah, let's make you an appointment right now, on air.
I'm hesitant. What is my role as cut to the chase here? Okay.
Are you going to make Judah get the vaccine?
Well,
or
what
not?
is my
Basically.
role? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, what is my role? I mean, I've encouraged.
Have you bullied?
No, I'm not a bully. He's rolling his eye. I am not a bully over there. I am not a bully.
Sometimes.
I am not a bully.
I don't. Well, I think. Listen, I think if you, as long as people coming in the studio know,
Yeah.
and if Judah's okay wearing a mask when people come in, if they require that. I mean, and it's not like you're running a restaurant.
When you're fully vaccinated.
Yeah, I was like the first.
You're super
Right.
early.
Super
early. You're talking. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Okay.
You're fully vaccinated.
Yeah.
And you walk into Citizen Burger Bar.
Okay.
This is a hypothetical.
Me personally, not business. We're talking Kelly Jackson.
Kelly Jackson.
Okay.
Personally, you are fully vaccinated.
Yes.
You walk into Citizen Burger Bar.
Yeah.
It's happy hour.
Yeah.
You order a beverage.
Of course.
The person next to you at the bar, you overhear in conversation saying, I have not been vaccinated.
Well, that's on you then, because
And
I'm vaccinated.